So I'm back. I told you I had to go do some charting and stuff really fast and see some of the patients. But again, here I am with you, and I just kind of want to go over what we found since we last spoke. So, first I wanted to start off with that your fetal heart tones are great. The baby is doing amazing with 130, with moderate variability, and your contractions are now every 5 minutes. So that's the first sign. Remember how I was telling you last one that was like one of the first signs of true labor.
Yeah.
Then we also did SBA, and it reveals that your forestem is dilated, 90% effaced, and 0 station.
Oh my gosh, does that mean I'm gonna have the baby soon?
Yes, that does mean I have baby soon. Basically, at this point, all the signs are showing that you're in true labor.
Wow.
So, yeah, we're getting there. And I know you were telling the nurse's aide that you were having a pain at AI-10. How's that feeling right now?
Yeah, it's really hurting.
It's really hurting. Okay. All right. We're gonna fix that as soon as possible. Okay. So I first just want to ask. First, like we have different options for your pain. So we have some as simple as a ball, a peanut ball. We have music. We have turning down the lights, saying the nice scene. But we also have like pharmacological, where it's like epidural and IV pain meds. So your pain is an 8 out of 10. Now I would say at this point your forestem is dilated. You're kind of on that point where you can have an epidural, and I feel like that would help the most. It kind of numbs everything down. You don't really feel it as much. It's pretty general. But if you do not want to take that route and you want to do more, aromatherapy, again, music, massage, or peanut ball, whatever you want to do to help relieve that pain, we can do it.
Well, let's try, maybe the music and the peanut ball. I guess that's what you said.
Mm-hmm.
I want to take some time to think about the epidural a little bit more though.
Yeah,
I'm not
of
sure if I
course.
want to do that yet. But wait, how long am I going to be in labor?
So your labor, well, every patient is different, okay? So some people labor, their water breaks, and like 15 minutes later, the baby's here. Some people kind of labor where it takes hours amongst days before you have a child. With you, you're 4 centimeters, and I think last time we spoke, you were 2, and that wasn't too long ago. So I don't think you're gonna be in labor for too long. I would say maybe less than a day. Probably today.
Oh wow.
Before my shift is over.
I don't think I'm ready for this.
You are though, that's the thing. You are not the first mother that I've seen today who was nervous, but there's mothers before you, your mother before you. There's been plenty of women who have gone through this process, and it's terrifying, it's scary, but you have to be reminded that the pain that you're going through and the fear that you're experiencing is all purposeful. This pain that you're feeling is anticipated, it's intermittent, and it's normal. Like I said, every mother who's had a baby has gone through this, and they went through it and they got through it. Some with epidural, some without. So whatever path you want to take, I'm here for you, but you do have this. Okay. So now I just kind of want to go explain like the next steps, okay?
Okay.
So one being that you don't have any prenatal records with us in the system, we're gonna have to do a GBS swab for bacteria, okay?
What's that?
So it's a bacterial for strep, and basically we swab your vagina, just like a quick swab, and basically making sure that if you do have it, it doesn't pass to your baby, or that you don't have it and you have nothing to worry about.
Is it gonna hurt?
No, it's not gonna hurt at all. It's gonna be just, I promise, it's a simple swab. It's gonna feel less, you know how when we did the cervical exam and how like it was some pressure,
Right.
And it's not gonna feel like that. It's gonna be simple and easy. We also gonna do ultrasound. We're gonna do a CBC, which is now H&H. Now that you're gonna feel a little pinch because we're drawing blood. That is just for future references, just in case to kind of see any trends in your blood, to make sure that you're not becoming anemic through this process. Because as you know, and as you've seen on my gloves, there's a little blood, and as you continue to go through the process, you're gonna be losing blood. Now, the amount's different, but we just wanna make sure that you're not losing too much. We're also going to be doing RPR for syphilis. Again, just, no, not saying you have syphilis, but just like the GBS, right? Remember how I told you to make sure you don't have it, the baby? Same thing. And then TNT, again, also, that's just for your blood, just to make sure that if we have to do a blood transfusion, which we don't want, and I honestly hope we do not have to, is that we have the blood for you and that we're going to keep you safe as long as we can. Okay? All right, so I know you were saying that you're nervous and you're scared. Do you want me to kind of explain what you can expect?
Yeah, because I really don't know what's gonna happen or
Okay.
what to really expect this process.
Okay, so you're kind of really past the first stage almost, which is labor in itself. I won't say you're past, you're almost halfway there. And that's the longest part of this process. That is where you're feeling the contractions, you're getting tired, like I don't want to do this, how long is it going to take? You're trying to get the baby in now, right? However, there's going to be second stage, and that's when the delivery happens. Right now, you're 4 centimeters dilated, but in the second stage, you're going to be 10 centimeters dilated. And at that point, that is when you're going to start pushing. So right now, if you feel like you need to push, don't push. Okay, we don't want any tears, any lacerations, anything like that. However, when you're time to deliver the baby, that's when you're going to be pushing. And that is when, depending if you have an epidural now or you have your non-pharmacological measures now, determines the pain that you're going to be in with stage 2. So that one, I don't want to say the pain is going to increase because it just depends. Okay, but overall, that's when the baby's coming. We're going to push, we're going to be right there near you, we're going to be supporting you, we're going to be cheering you on. It's going to be a beautiful experience, and then your baby's going to be in your arms. And then after that, we're going to go through our next step processes, which is with social work or wherever you decide you want to do. Okay. So, I'm just going to go through my chart one more time and make sure there's anything that I haven't really gone over with you. So, I know I kind of talked to you about the pain. How are you feeling about that?
The pain's still really bad, but
Mm-hmm.
you said it's just gonna get worse, so I think I want to do the epidural.
You do? Okay. All right, I'll get in contact with that CRNA and we'll get that set up as soon as possible. Hopefully there's no one in line before you, but I don't think you are. I think you're the only one today. And are there any more fears that you have?
Is it gonna hurt, the epidural?
Yes. So I won't say it's gonna hurt like it's not gonna hurt to where it's gonna feel like a contraction. It's not that bad.
Okay.
But it's gonna hurt in terms of you had a shot before, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna feel like a shot, but maybe a longer shot. It's gonna be a long pinch. That's what it's gonna feel like. And then once that's done. And also they numb you back there as well. So the amount of pain that you would feel without the numbness is, well, you kind of already imagine how that would feel, right?
Right.
Okay. And right now, I just kind of want to ask, are you thinking about doing social work?
I would say yes, that's a smarter thing to do because, like I said, this wasn't planned. I haven't really told my family. I don't even have a crib for the baby. I don't know what I'm gonna do with the baby, after I leave here. So I just want to go through my options and see.
Alright, and that's exactly what I'm here for. So I'll be calling the CRNA for your epidural, and I'll also be calling social work to come speak with you, okay? Alright. Alright, I'll be back soon.